Welcome to If Your Car Could Talk with Morty Fletcher, president of Santa Fe Kia, and me. I'm George Lovato Jr. You might recognize me from Chasing the Flames. We're not going to talk food today. We're going to talk my other passion with Morley, cars, and everything you need to know about cars. Morley, welcome.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is going to be a great show. And we'll come back and we'll get into the car talk, if you will, right after these messages. Thanks. See you in a minute.
Hi folks, Morty Fletcher here, owner of Santa Fe Kia. You know, at Santa Fe Kia, we like the byline of Santa Fe Kia is where we treat you different. Some reasons why. I'm remodeling our facility to make it better for our customers. Our salespeople treat people with respect and the way they'd like to come and purchase a vehicle. That's why at Santa Fe Kia, it's where we treat you different.
Granite Passion are proud supporters of ProView Sports. They're located at 1309 12th Street Northwest. They're your one-stop shop for granite, quartzite marble, quartz, and install. Most jobs are completed in a single day. Give them a call at 505-242-1007. That's 505-242-1007.
Hi, my name is David Nieto. I'm the owner of Black & Silver Services. We are an HVAC contractor here in Albuquerque, and we're a proud supporter of ProView Networks. And we do sponsor a lot of kids here in Albuquerque locally, and we're hoping for a great season. And if you guys are interested for a free HVAC quote, you can call us.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Welcome back to If Your Car Could Talk with Morty Fletcher, president of Santa Fe Kia. Morty, welcome aboard, and we're going to talk cars for a little while here. And I thought one of the interesting things is how technology has changed the automotive industry. It's changed our driving habits. The cars are safer today. So in buying a new car today, what are some of the major considerations the average consumer needs to have, and what do they need to know about how technology's changed these new cars?
You know, just like everything else, technology has changed our lives, and it's changed our transportation. And you know, it used to be we'd buy a car to get us from point A to point B, and now we're buying technology on wheels. And one of the most important things that we need to remember when it comes to technology on wheels is maintenance is a huge issue. You have to keep your maintenance up. Otherwise, you get into a situation where you're gonna change technology, and it's not a throwaway item. It's still a vehicle, and it's still gotta last you.
Interestingly enough, I just am the proud owner of a Kia myself, a new Carnival, and I noticed that there's an app, okay, that Kia has. Talk about that. Now your driver's manual is a series of videos in an app, which I think is totally cool. Talk about that Kia app.
Well, you know, you've with Kias and a lot of the other manufacturers as well. You have your manuals that are still in book form. Your maintenance manual, your actual manual on how to operate the vehicle, is still in book form. But the app is fantastic because the app is in your hand. The app can actually be used, we would hope, by someone else while you're driving and not you. But as you're driving your vehicle and you have a question about something, you can ask your passenger, can you please look this up in the app and tell me what the car is doing? Why is it doing this? How do I do this? because there is so much technology in the cars today. That app right at your fingertips will give you how-to videos how to operate it.
Now, does the app give you alerts on your maintenance? Does your car talk to the app? Does your car talk to your computer at your dealership? How does that work with maintenance?
The funny thing is that app can tell you so many different things. What your car is doing, when you need to have maintenance, how to operate something on the vehicle. It is, in fact, the go-to place to get all the information you ever wanted about your vehicle specifically.
You know, we had a conversation about doing your own maintenance. And
Yeah.
you brought up a couple of interesting points about your time and how valuable it is. And I want you to talk about that. But can an individual today, can they do their own oil change? Or is there special tools? Is it gotten that complex with the technology in cars where you really can't?
It has and it hasn't. If you open the hood of a Kia, you'll see things are color coded, and you'll see different things that are in yellow, bright yellow, like dipsticks and things like that, or maybe a cap. And then you'll see things in orange, and then you'll see things that aren't colored, that are maybe black. Anything that's in yellow, I tell people, you can touch that. If it's in orange, please don't go near it. And if it's not colored or it's black, don't ever touch it. Let someone that's trained do that. So, you know, you can still do an oil change if you wanted to spend the time to do it.
Sure.
But the things marked in yellow on your car, they're okay to touch.
Okay, I like that. That's really kind of foolproof then. I mean, to stop somebody from messing with something they shouldn't touch.
Exactly.
Well, service in a dealership, and I know that it's changing. Service in a Kia dealership, or if it's in a Ford dealership, you've run many Ford stores. The service writer is the key. That's the guy. That's the man you have to have the relationship with.
Or woman.
Or woman. How do you develop that relationship? What's your goal in your service department at Santa Fe Kia?
At our dealership, it all comes down to the delivery, and by that I mean someone buys their new vehicle or even a pre-owned vehicle, and before they leave, they're going to know where to go in the dealership to get service or parts. They obviously know where sales is, but they need to be able to travel around the dealership after the sale. And one of the things that we do on that delivery is to introduce the customer to the service department, to the service advisor, schedule their first service that's going to be coming fairly soon, and help them to start building a relationship with the service advisor and the service department, maybe the service manager, and then the parts department as well. Because, you know, we don't just sell parts. We sell other apparel and things as well.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
All the cool stuff. We're going to take a break and deliver a couple of messages to you so we can pay the bills. And we'll be right back to If Your Car Could Talk.
Hi folks, Morty Fletcher here, owner of Santa Fe Kia. You know, at Santa Fe Kia, we like the byline of Santa Fe Kia is where we treat you different. Some reasons why. I'm remodeling our facility to make it better for our customers. Our salespeople treat people with respect and the way they'd like to come and purchase a vehicle. That's why at Santa Fe Kia, it's where we treat you different.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of Pro V Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Welcome back to If Your Car Could Talk with Morty Fletcher, President, Santa Fe Kia. We're going to talk a little bit, Morley, about technology, and let's talk about when you're buying a car now, you've got a selection of trim packages, standard equipment in that particular packaging. Talk a little bit about that and how that's changed, what you're getting now, the new technology you're getting with these trim packages.
You know, that's interesting that you ask about that, because the difference today when you buy a car and we look at standard equipment that's on a vehicle, when you know, in years gone by, maybe it was vinyl seats and an AM radio and an automatic was
And a
the
crank
standard.
window.
Yeah, when we motion roll up and people don't know what we're doing. But nowadays, you get a tremendous amount of technology just in the standard package, in the standard equipment. Some of this standard equipment now, obviously there's airbags, but there's side curtain airbags, not just front airbags. There's lane keeping assist that keeps us in our lane. There's adaptive cruise control.
It scared the heck out of me the first time I felt it.
Yeah, it's there's reasons for it, but
Yeah.
it's really cool. But then there's adaptive cruise control. So if you come up, you have your cruise control set, and you come up on a car, it's going to automatically slow you down, so then you can change lanes and speed you back up. As you buy a vehicle today and it has that kind of standard equipment, that's safety equipment, then you can move up in trim packages and add additional equipment. Maybe that additional equipment is you want leather seats. Maybe that additional equipment is you want to make sure that you can stay connected in every seat. So you've got USB ports in all the other seats. And you can get into your view and have your view projected onto the windshield so that you can see your speed and what's going on with your vehicle that's on the windshield, so you don't even have to look down.
Is heads-up display an upgrade?
It
in a
is.
trim
It
package?
is. So as you upgrade yourself in trim levels, then you're going to upgrade the technology. But now, your basic technology is all the greatest safety features that are out there on the market.
That's tremendous. That's tremendous. The one thing that I've had a question in my mind about all the time is about synthetic oil.
Right.
It's expensive.
Yep.
I realize you can get 7,500 miles out of some of them say 10,000. Depends on who you talk to, what the brand and what they've designed it around. But does synthetic oil pencil for the average consumer?
It does, and it does very well. And the reason that it does is because it has now extended as far as our intervals of oil change. And you mentioned 7,500. Our intervals of oil change, when it used to be every 3,000 miles, make sure you get your oil changed. Now your intervals are 5,000 or 7,500 or 10,000 in between oil changes, because that synthetic oil is synthetic, and the viscosity doesn't break down like our traditional oils, so that lets us go longer. Even though synthetic oil is a little more expensive, you're going double, sometimes triple, sometimes more in between oil changes. So you may pay a little bit more, but you're going to do fewer of them a year, and you're going to come out a little bit on the better side of what it used to be.
Do they lubricate better than the oil we grew up with as kids?
I believe so, and everything I've read says that they do so, because they don't break down like the
old
oils
stuff,
of our day did.
Right. We're going to take another break and pay some more bills. So we'll come back to If Your Car Could Talk in just a few minutes. See you in a bit.
I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
Hi, welcome back to If Your Car Could Talk with Morty Fletcher, president of Santa Fe Kia. Morley, we were traveling together last week, and we had to go pick up a whole steer that had been processed for you, and we got to talking about some issues with the modern car, and we got to talk about tires. And you brought up several really interesting points about the modern technology in the tires that we have today. The tires, we don't see blowouts like we used to. Where there's complete delamination and the tire falls off your rim and you got to go put that skinny little spare on there. But talk a little bit about the technology and the expectations we should have when we buy a set of tires today.
Yeah, the tires are a big thing, especially here in New Mexico. We have flat tires here just because of the different terrains that we're driving on all the time, and we could go from pavement to dirt to gravel real quick just in driving around town. So our tires are very, very important, and making sure that our tires are in good shape, extremely important for the life of our car, and then safety as well.
And you've got a front-wheel drive vehicle you're driving. And we know the stress that's put on those front wheels all the time. The importance of rotation.
Extremely important, because you want to get as much life out of those tires as you possibly can. And if we're not rotating them, then they're not going to wear evenly. Once they start to wear unevenly, maybe we have more wear on the front, less wear on the back, and maybe our front tires wear out before our back tires do. Worst thing in the world is having to mismatch your tires or put 2 new tires on it and not 4. You want to get the full life of the tire and the wear out of the tire, and then replace them all at the same time.
And some of these all-wheel drive cars now say if you replace one tire, you have to replace all of them, because I guess the traction sensors are so sensitive now. They can tell the height of the tire and the wear on it and so on, and it's got to match the other guys. That seems a little prohibitive. Do any of the Kias have that requirement?
There are a couple in the performance line. To where you need to do that. Okay. So especially those, very important to rotate the tires.
Talk a little bit about the tire rating.
Yes, a lot of people don't understand what it really means, and when we're looking to buy tires, and you go to a tire place or you call a dealership or you're talking to your service advisor, and they say, well, you've got choices. Do you want the 30,000 mile tire or the 65,000 mile tire, or do you want the 80,000 mile tire? And unless you really understand what that means, all that means is there's the cheap one, the little more expensive one, and then the really expensive one.
Right.
The thing to understand about the thousands of miles, what the rating is on the tire, is most of the time you're going to get somewhere close to that mileage out of the tire, but you will never achieve that. And the reason being is we don't live in a perfect world. We don't live in perfect driving conditions and perfect temperatures. All of that comes into play at the mile rating of the tire.
Your driving habits,
Exactly. So,
I have my Carnival set in sport mode all the time.
Well, you should. You should. You can dodge whatever you need to.
The interesting thing about tires is the expense today. Everything's more expensive, obviously, but when you're buying a tire, it's to a lot of people, it's about what they can afford at that point in time. Sure. Are there manufacturers out there that you see true value in, where it's a good tire, it's a great price, and you get super wear out of it? And there's now these Korean tire companies that are selling tires here in the United States. I hear good things about them. Of course, Toyo's been around forever. All of these brands that are out there. Talk a little bit about where the value is.
You know, the value is in the more branded or brand name tires. Obviously, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, we've heard about those for years. Coopers, Nexans, all of the tire manufacturers that we're used to, that we've heard over the years, they're still good tire manufacturers. There's a few new ones that have come onto the scene. Nexan's one of the newer ones, but great quality tire. You know, there's really discount tires out there that probably aren't the best quality. Just like anything else. I mean, you can go shop on the internet, find a lot of things that are made somewhere else that are not the same quality. Once you get it, you use it a few times, the thing blows apart on you. You wonder why you bought it to begin with.
Yeah, true.
But it's the same with tires. So there are some tire manufacturers from other countries that maybe don't put out the best quality product, that are inexpensive or cheap.
Yeah, the other thing is the run flat tire. I think everybody has sort of a false sense of security with the run flat technology. You want to talk a little bit about
You know, the run flat technology is there to get you out of a jam. It's not something you're going to run on for a long period of time. It's kind of like, you know, if you have a blowout and you're going to change the tire yourself, and you go in the back of your car and you pull out the little donut spare and you put it on there and it says 55 miles an hour max. Those are designed to get you out of a jam and get you to somewhere where you can get that tire replaced, or to safety or a safe place and that kind of thing. So run flats are very, very similar to that idea. They're to get you out of a jam and get you to a safe place that you can get that tire replaced.
I like that thought. Listen, we're going to pay some more bills, and we're going to show you a couple of messages from our friends, and we'll be back to If Your Car Could Talk just after these messages.
Hi folks, Morty Fletcher here, owner of Santa Fe Kia. You know, at Santa Fe Kia, we like the byline of Santa Fe Kia is where we treat you different. Some reasons why. I'm remodeling our facility to make it better for our customers. Our salespeople treat people with respect and the way they'd like to come and purchase a vehicle. That's why at Santa Fe Kia, it's where we treat you different.
Welcome back to If Your Car Could Talk with President of Santa Fe Kia, Morty Fletcher. Morley, I'm going to really put you on the spot here and make you talk about all those warning lights. What do they mean? When should you be concerned? Is there one light that you should just stop the car, that sort of thing? Because I think there's so many messages that they
there's a lot of messages there, and no, the answer would be no. There is not one light that you should just stop the car and run away from it. And I know a lot of times that's what people think that they should do.
Yeah.
Anytime I talk to somebody that asks me the same question, and I get that a lot, I say, pull over to a safe space, take your phone out, open your app and look to see what that light means, because
Yeah.
even if it's a check engine light,
We're back to the app again.
exactly,
This is a real helper.
Isn't
I
that
mean,
amazing?
I love it. I love it.
But even a check engine light, and a lot of people think, oh, my check engine light came on, I shouldn't drive the car, I shouldn't start it, I shouldn't do anything, it's going to blow up. No. Look at it and see exactly what it tells you to do. And 9 times out of 10, it'll tell you, go to a dealership, go to a repair station, go somewhere
Right.
and get this taken care of, because then someone can plug into the car and it'll tell them exactly what the car is doing and why it's doing it.
We're gonna talk about plugging in and looking at the codes right after we come back from these messages from our sponsors, so we can pay some bills. We'll be back with If Your Car Could Talk in just a couple minutes.
Hi folks, Morty Fletcher here, owner of Santa Fe Kia. You know, at Santa Fe Kia, we like the byline of Santa Fe Kia is where we treat you different. Some reasons why. I'm remodeling our facility to make it better for our customers. Our salespeople treat people with respect and the way they'd like to come and purchase a vehicle. That's why at Santa Fe Kia, it's where we treat you different.
Hello and welcome back to If Your Car Could Talk. We just got a few minutes here, Morley, left in time with our viewers. And give me about 30 seconds on taking your car to AutoZone and having them tell you what the code says.
Well, does the code fix the car?
No.
It gives you an idea of what may be happening. Immediately take that information and go to your local dealership. Santa Fe Kia, we can plug right into it and tell you exactly why it's happening.
Fantastic.
And then take care of the issue.
Just to wrap up, Morley, we've talked cars for a long time when we were traveling last week and some of our experiences. Tell people why they want to come see you at Santa Fe Kia.
Well, when we put the phrase in of Santa Fe Kia is where we treat you different, we did that because we want to be different and a different experience for our customers than any other dealership. We want them to feel comfortable. We want them to have all the information they need, because the decision is theirs, what they buy and where they buy. But we want them to have the information so they can make an educated decision.
Fantastic.
And that is the difference between
That's
us.
a mission statement right there.
It
I've
is.
ever heard one. Well, listen, thanks for joining us on If Your Car Could Talk with Morley Fletcher, president of Santa Fe Kia. I'm George Lovato Jr. You might recognize this mug from Chasing the Flames. I'll see you there, and I'll see you here next week with Morley. We'll talk more about cars, and we wish our cars could talk, but I think they're almost there with the technology.
Pretty close.
Bye-bye.